And ready to go. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. DeMarcus Ware coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Gurley. Oh, what a juke into space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 62 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Vick. Buying time to his left. Evades him at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time running. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back live now to begin the second quarter. On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you
in here on first down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. Now in draws, Goff gives to Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Hey, let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players got in the NFL today. You are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Vic operating on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Vernon Davis, as the first half is winding down, and the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A strong running. Wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second down, Vic. Dancing to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Here's Vic. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Vick, a 5-yard touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On the counter, here's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Johnson's got it complete, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Vick to throw. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Vick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Woods the intended receiver.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the too like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy,